This happened at an exhibition in Osaka. You arrive at a typical event showcasing new technologies. There are drones all around, electric cars, booths with unmanned vehicles. And then silence. People turn around, someone pulls out their phone, and from behind the curtain he appears not just a robot, not just a vehicle. It's something as if it stepped right out of a science fiction movie. A powerful metallic creature with 4 legs and a saddle ready to leap into the future. Its name is Corleo, a creation by Kawasaki. Yes, the very same Kawasaki that makes motorcycles and aviation systems. Only now they've gone even further. A robot you can ride like a real horse. Except it doesn't snort or paw at the ground. It hums quietly with its hydrogen engine and responds to the slightest tilt of the rider. The audience holds its breath. This is not just transportation, it's a symbol of a new era. An era where machines move not on asphalt but on any surface. Where control is not with hands but with body weight. Where movement is not just a means but a ritual. And even though for now it's just a concept, the feeling that you've glimpsed the future doesn't leave you. But here's the question, how close to reality is this cybersteed really? At first glance, Corleo seems like just a beautiful toy, but as soon as it takes a step, your opinion changes. Its gait isn't mechanical, like that of a walking excavator, it's the true dynamism of a living creature. The legs bend at a natural angle, and the body maintains its balance. It doesn't move like a robot, it moves like a predator on the hunt or a horse bred for the steppes. All of this is possible thanks to the synchronized operation of complex sensors and actuators. Each leg is controlled individually, but coordinated by a central brain and advanced AI from Kawasaki Robotics. The AI analyzes the surface, the angle of inclination, the rider's behavior, and issues commands within milliseconds. The developers claim that their goal was not to create a machine, but to create a companion. That's why Corleo doesn't just carry you, he senses you. He stabilizes movement according to your weight, shifts the center of gravity, and chooses the best way to cross a puddle or a slope. And he does all this without your involvement, as if there is a connection between you. But the main surprise is that this cyberhorse doesn't run on electricity at all, it's a hydrogen-powered monster. Usually when people talk about robots, the word battery comes to mind, or at best, accumulator. But Corleo is not one of those. His heart beats on hydrogen. Yes, that's right, on hydrogen. Inside the body is a compact hydrogen engine that powers an electric generator, which then distributes energy to the legs, the balance system, and the sensors. Why take this route? It's simple. Hydrogen isn't just an alternative, it's a step away from limitations. It's lighter, cleaner, and refuels faster. Where an electric robot would spend 3 hours charging, Corleo gets a new dose of energy in just 3 minutes. And with that, there are 0 harmful emissions-only water vapor. It's no coincidence that Kawasaki chose hydrogen specifically. The company has long been betting on this energy source. They already have trains, drones, and even jet engines running on hydrogen. Corleo is the next step. A machine that can be used in places where there are no outlets, but autonomy and power are needed. Engineers say that hydrogen will open the way to wild, hard-to-reach areas, jungles, mountains, disaster zones. But most importantly, Corleo does this not on wheels. Why not wheels? At this point, a reasonable question arises. Why? Why give up wheels at all? After all, motorcycles are the symbol of Kawasaki. Light, fast, convenient. But the thing is, wheels have an enemy, the terrain. Rocks, mud, swamps, forest trails. Where a wheel starts to slip, a leg takes a step. Legs provide freedom. The robot can climb stairs, walk along a fallen tree, or step over a ditch. In conditions where ordinary vehicles give up, Corleo is just getting started. That's why the engineers chose not just 4 legs, but 4 intelligent limbs that analyze the surface before every step. Moreover, legs allow it to maintain balance even when jolted. Corleo doesn't fall when pushed from the side. It adapts, it catches its balance like a dancer on stage. This isn't just convenient, it's a new philosophy of movement. But for the machine to move like this, it needs not only legs but also brains. The robot's brain. Beneath Corleo's skin lies an AI capable of much more than just move forward. It analyzes every microsecond. Every step is processed by dozens of sensors. Pressure on the hooves, the angle of the surface, material resistance, the rider's body dynamics. The AI doesn't just react, it predicts. He knows how the soil will behave after rain. It remembers the pilot's habits. It's capable of choosing a path, even if you haven't given a clear command yourself. This isn't just an autopilot, it's a partner. According to the developers, the algorithms adapt to each user. You're not just riding, you're teaching your Corleo. Each time, it becomes smarter, faster, more precise. It's as if your car got better every day, simply because you communicate with it through your movements. But what if you don't want to press any buttons at all? Weight control. Forget about pedals, buttons, and levers. Corleo is controlled by your body. Yes, exactly. This machine doesn't require a traditional remote. You become the remote. All you need to do is lean forward or to the side a little. Sensors built into the seat and body instantly detect changes in weight and send commands to the brain. Lean to the left, it turns. Lean back a little, it slows down or stops. Just like an experienced rider controls a horse without words, here you communicate with the machine using movements of your hips and torso. Kawasaki didn't just want to make a machine, they wanted to create an experience. Intuitive, physical, almost intimate. For the first time, controlling a machine feels like a dance. No dashboard, no screens. You and the machine are one. That's why testers say at first it feels unusual, but after 5 or 10 minutes you get into it. And then you don't want to go back to a steering wheel. But to keep this unity from breaking in the dark, Kolio has to see. And it can see even at night. Night expeditions. For most robots, their weak spot is past the dark. Lasers and cameras can't cope, and the machine loses its vision. But not Korleo. A miniature projector is mounted on its face, drawing the route on the ground. Light arrows appear right in front of your feet. You see where to go, and the AI adapts to your preferences. Combined with infrared cameras and depth sensors, this makes Kolio a night hunter. It's not afraid of fog, doesn't get confused by shadows, and doesn't stumble on slopes. To find its route, it doesn't use GPS but a local terrain map. In other words, the robot literally feels the ground, as if it has skin. This means you can head into the forest at dawn, reach the camp at dusk, walk through a gorge without any light, and never lose your way. It doesn't just obey its leads. Who can buy it? A logical question immediately arises. Who actually needs this? Kolio doesn't look like a toy for the rich. It's not for hanging out in a parking lot or for the racetrack. This is a platform, a foundation, what will become the basis for future models. For now, it's a showcase, a working prototype, a display of engineering capabilities, but tomorrow, it might be a real product. Kawasaki officially states, Kolio is being developed for extreme conditions, tourism and research missions. Its adaptation for rescue services, hunters, geologists, and even the military is not ruled out. This means that for now, it's not available to the average buyer, but that's only a matter of time. According to expert forecasts, the first commercial versions could appear within the next 5 years. The price? It's hard to say, but considering the technology in the hundreds of thousands of dollars and up, but it grants access to routes where ordinary vehicles are powerless. And it seems that not only tourists are already interested in this. Military plants. Imagine a soldier in such a vehicle. He can travel over sand, rocks, jungles, can carry cargo, and operate autonomously. And importantly, it is silent. The hydrogen engine is almost inaudible. There's no engine roar, no heat surges. For reconnaissance and special operations, it's a dream. In interviews, Kawasaki representatives carefully avoid the military topic, but the fact remains. Similar developments are underway in the USA, China, and Israel. Combat walking platforms are not science fiction, they're a trend. And Kolio is one of the most advanced steps in this direction. In addition, the robot can carry not only a person but also equipment, communications, thermal images, cargo. It is stable, autonomous, and capable of operating in conditions where wheeled vehicles get stuck. These are exactly the qualities that are valued on the front lines. But are the military the only ones whose lives such a vehicle could change? What if it went out into the field in the morning? No, not to plow, but to inspect crops, deliver tools, and conduct monitoring. For farmers working on uneven terrain, such a cyber horse could become a third hand and a second pair of legs. In developing regions, where roads are a luxury, where tractors get stuck, and where machinery breaks down quickly, such a machine could replace everything at once. It doesn't require gasoline, doesn't pollute the air, and doesn't need complicated refueling. You just take a canister of hydrogen and head out to the field. Global counterparts. When Kolio first appeared on the scene, many people thought, after all, Boston Dynamics had already done something similar. Yes, the American company became famous for its walking robots. The four-legged Spot and the bipedal Atlas are technological icons. But there's a catch. None of them are designed to be ridden. Spot is a platform. It carries cameras, scanners, even automated manipulators, but not a person. Kolio is unique in that it is rideable. This is the first full-fledged attempt to combine the mechanics of a walking robot with the experience of horseback riding. Boston Dynamics products cannot read a rider's movements or balance under a live load. There are also Chinese robots from Unitree and Russian projects for the Ministry of Emergency Situations, but none of them go as far in terms of human-centeredness. Kawasaki hasn't just taken a step forward, it has changed the genre. Until now, everyone has been striving to automate tasks. Kolio is about interaction. It's not just a robot, it's a cyber animal. But here a big question arises. Is this a revolution or just an impressive showcase? Revolution or marketing? Corporations love flashy premieres. Remember how they showcased robot dogs that never made it out of the labs? Or electric cars that we waited decades for? And in this context, Kolio raises doubts. It's too futuristic, too beautiful, too conceptual. Yes, it exists, it moves, it responds to commands, but for now it's a show prototype. Kawasaki isn't saying when or where mass production will begin, isn't naming a price, and isn't offering journalists test drives. All of this could simply be a demonstration of the brand's power, as if to say, look what we can do. But if you look deeper, you see something else. This isn't just an exhibition prop, it's a logical continuation of what Kawasaki has been working on for years, from hydrogen engines to AI navigation. And Kolio is not a fake. It may be unfinished, but it's definitely not a forgery. It's a showcase of technologies that will sooner or later become the standard. So when can we expect the next step? What's next? At the exhibition, Kawasaki representatives mentioned that the project will continue, not just with one follow-up. Kolio is only the first in a series of concepts. The company plans to test it in various environments, from deserts to mountains, then carry out extensive refinements, bring in partners, and possibly launch the product on the market by the mid-2030s. The main objectives are to increase autonomy, simplify the design, reduce costs, and make Kolio not just versatile, but adaptable so that a farmer could swap the saddle for a box of drones and a rescuer for a container of medical supplies. Kawasaki is considering partnerships with the military, logistics companies, and even expedition agencies. According to them, several major countries have already shown interest in the project, and if Corleo gets the green light, it could become the face of a new class of machines human-oriented walking vehicles. But all of this is the future. But what might that future actually look like? The world 20 years from now. Close your eyes and imagine. You wake up in the morning somewhere in northern Canada. No roads, just forest and snow. Instead of a pickup truck in the yard, Corleo is standing there. You put your tools in the saddlebag, climb into the saddle, and quietly set off to your station. It walks through snow, up slopes, across streams. Hydrogen vapor dissolves into the cold air. No noise, no vibration, just the soft clatter of hooves on the frozen ground. This isn't science fiction, it's a very likely scenario for the coming decades. With the shift to eco-friendly technologies and autonomous platforms, such machines could replace ATVs, snowmobiles, and even motorcycles in wild regions. They will operate on farms, in the mountains, in forests, no roads, no emissions, no noise. And then Corleo will become not just a symbol of the Osaka exhibition, but the beginning of a new era in transportation. An era where the horse is back in fashion not of flesh and blood, but of titanium and AI. The Iron Centaur Corleo is not just an engineering achievement, it is a myth embodied in metal. Since ancient times, humans have dreamed of a symbiosis with machines. Centaurs in myths, knights on warhorses, cyborgs in movies. Of these are metaphors for a single idea, the fusion of the power of nature and the intellect of humankind. Kawasaki has taken this step literally. You're not just sitting on a robot, you are a cyber rider. There are no interfaces or distance between you and the machine. There is only movement. It feels as if Corleo is an extension of your own body, as if your muscles have become hydraulic and your bones titanium. You don't control it, you become it. This is a profound cultural shift. For the first time, technology isn't separated from the human, it's embedded in their intuition. And that's exactly why Corleo evokes so much emotion. It's not just a means of transport, it's a hero of a new mythology. And perhaps decades from now, people won't remember electric cars or quadcopters, but rather this machine as the first to step beyond the familiar. This is how legends are born. From a quiet hum under the spotlight and a determined step toward the future.